Welcome to Layn Turo University. I never recommend canceling a trip. When you cancel a trip, first you'll get an automated Turo review right on your profile that looks really, really bad. It doesn't really explain anything. You get the option to reply to it to explain, but the point is when someone sees that, they're going to see your profile and they'll see Conrad Layn's profile or another host profile who doesn't have that or doesn't show that, and oftentimes they'll be more inclined to book with the other person because people, that's anxiety inducing to see that a host that you're interested in has a cancellation. When you do that and when you have that, it's bad for business people. So do your best not to cancel. I would say anytime you get a booking, do your best to honor it no matter what. Even if you have to push back the time, you do your grace period. Use your grace period if you're running late, if you forgot. But worst case scenario, if all those fails and you have to cancel, do your best to cancel situations where it's absolutely the Turo guest's fault so that it doesn't get used against you, and you call Turo and let them know what the situation is. And if it is your fault, make sure it's last minute, last situation, last way you can only do it. If there's any other way to get out of this where you don't have to cancel, I'll say do that. Even if you have to contact the Turo guest and say, hey, and contact Turo, hey, I'm running late, I apologize, but can I meet you at a later time? Bam. If they say yes, you save yourself cancellation. But try to be punctual, be on time, people, but try to avoid getting cancellations. And if you have to do it, especially if it's not your fault, or if it is your fault, call Turo immediately, give them the reason why you did it. Maybe you got sick, maybe you have COVID, right? Maybe you have some type of illness and you're concerned. Maybe the car needs maintenance. These are good reasons that maybe Turo will say, you know, we'll turn a blind eye. We'll remove that Turo rated because, you know, you're taking care of your car, you're taking care of your health. You know, you don't feel too well. You're not sure if you were affected or not. So you know what? Fine, we'll turn a blind eye, we'll remove that automated Turo review, and it won't affect your metrics. But they might leave it there, but try to give them as many reasons as possible so they can turn a blind eye or forgive you and remove that. Ask them to remove that, especially if it's not your fault. Let them know exactly what happened. Maybe the Turo guest you found out maybe has a warrant for the arrest, they're on the run, you don't want to give your car to them, for example. Maybe you called Turo and you did some background research and you found out that the last car they stole or set on fire, or they were drinking and driving, you say, I don't feel comfortable with this. Or maybe the last Turo guest host left a Turo review saying that they smoked in the car or damaged the car, or whatever the case is. These are great reasons that you can actually contact Turo and say, hey, you know what, I don't feel comfortable. And oftentimes they can actually remove that automated review and fix your metrics so they're not illy affected in a bad manner. Very important to do this. Do your best not to cancel people, but if you have to and you must, and if it's last minute, like you just have to do it for whatever reason, always contact Turo and do your best to share your story why you're canceling. That way they don't hold it against you to the same fashion, and there's internal notes, because when they're trying to give a trip to say Conrad Layn or another power host or another host or all-star host or host, this is taken into consideration, where they might say, oh, your cancellation. Turo at the end of the day is a business, people. Understand this. Turo wants to make money just like I want to make money. Nothing wrong with that. So you're affecting their ability to make money. So while they want to give you another trip, when there's another Turo host who has an excellent cancellation rate, maybe they have 100% like active rate where they never cancel, and this other host has maybe a 20%, maybe they cancel all the time. Who do you think they're going to give it to, people? So very important. Do your best not to cancel, but we have to get it taken care of. Contact Turo and get it documented as well. If possible, get an email that they'll be removing the automated review and not affecting your metrics. That way, if you don't see any changes, you have proof saying, hey, you said you're going to remove this, and now they want to go back on it. They can't, because they legally are confined by that now. Very important, people. This is not advice, it's just a recommendation. Like, subscribe, share. I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram, Conrad Layn. Leaving questions, comments below. Conrad Layn out. Peace.